It was a high school, a junior high, and an elementary school. After it was torn down, the state of Michigan wondered how it had ever worked. But for 6 decades, the Howard Froebel School was one of the centerpieces of the Marquette education system. In the late 1800s, Marquette had its first big high school built on the corner of Pine and Ridge. When it was destroyed by fire in 1899, the city decided to replace the building with not one, but 2 new schools. The Howard High School, named after one of John Longyear's sons, who had just passed away in a canoeing accident, and the Froebel Elementary School, named after German educator Friedrich Froebel, who had recently come up with the concept of kindergarten. They taught all the usual subjects in both the high school and the elementary school, although kids at Froebel did get a few extra classes, as you can see in this 1905 photo where they're learning how to brush their teeth. The building was designed by noted Marquette architect D. Frederick Charlton, who actually drew up plans for most of the high schools in the UP. Depending upon how you look at it, Howard Froebel was either his masterpiece or his biggest boondoggle. The graceful towers actually served as a very unique heating and cooling system for the buildings. There were intake chutes on the top of them, and the wind would rush down into the schools. Of course, that meant the school was often drafty and quite cold, seeing as how it sat on top of a hill less than 1,000 feet from Lake Superior. Charlton thought of safety as well, with a series of large metal slides that would allow students to escape in case of fire. Fire drills were often held to make sure the students knew just how to get out, and there would invariably be that one boy who would relieve himself on the slide just before everyone else would jump onto it. Howard was only used as a high school for a couple of decades until Gray-Verret was built. It then became Marquette's junior high school until the dawn of the 60s, when new buildings were constructed as part of a modernization program. Howard Froebel was then torn down to be replaced by an apartment complex. After its demolition, blueprints were sent to the state of Michigan, where someone from the Department of Education is said to have muttered, in essence, "Yeah, let's not do that again." But for the 60 years that it stood, Howard Froebel was the place to learn for thousands of kids all throughout Marquette.